I'm gonna review this bot game.
This one is one with the
I think that could be very, very fun. Diana Yasuo. You can bard ult the Diana Yasuo combo quite easily as well. 6 is very easy to ult as well. Galio could be support. If it's Galio support, then I really like bard as well. There's a lot of things bard can deny into this. Una is mid. Yeah, okay, they swapped a lot around, yeah. Faker on support, Reckless on AD carry, Una in mid lane, Doran in the jungle, and Gumayushi on top lane. They all fucking swapped.
Yeah, he's looking for it. Don't do it, Faker.
Wanna see how Faker plays bard?
He's not one for messing about, okay? Like,
the exhaust makes a lot of sense since he's playing into Diana and Yasuo. Diana, big AoE, very, like, she's in that type of champion, so you want to be able to exhaust her combo. If you do that and she gets no one, then she's kind of shut down. It's the same thought process of having exhaust into Kiana or exhaust into Kennen. They are all very reliant on getting these plays, you know?
G2, I love the combo. The circles absolutely everywhere. Caps in the side lane on
So,
the trundle.
I quite like the exhaust pick here. I'm assuming he's gonna go utility bard, which is just far better in pro play because you have lower gold income. So he's gonna do like log and redemption type of stuff. Don't think you wanna go chalice in this game, right? The cleanse item. Don't think that makes sense to do. Yeah, I do quite like bard into Galio. Because like the minute Galio wants to go in, you can just ult the backline and then you can deal with Galio. And there's nothing Galio can do because he has committed at that point, right? I assume he has domination in the secondary rune page, but I'm not sure. The utility build is very boring, but it's about like gold efficiency when you don't have a lot of gold. It's definitely up there as the best thing you can do. It's also just the most consistent, right? Because it will always have value, no matter if you're ahead or behind. Shield and healing will have a lot of value.
That cinematic was one of the that came out in 2020 when I was first for himself. Little bit of action.
I don't know how much Korean he managed to learn in the year he spent in Korea.
I think they're gonna make a big play here. Caps in trouble.
The portal. Yeah, he has normal boots, so he doesn't have the free boots, so he definitely has domination secondary. Poor Caps is just getting camped, dude.
Caps is still going. Finally taken down.
Yeah, 231 gold.
I believe he speaks Korean. That's awesome. That's really cool.
You know, we talked a little bit about how Mbessa was super broken.
And Reckless shouldn't be able to get dove here. Realistically, shouldn't be able to get dove. Because he's just too safe on Silver, right? They don't have a lot of burst damage either to burst them under turret. And he has plenty of wave clear. Curious to see, I'm assuming it's gonna be Ionian boots first. Since it's utility bard, you go Ionian boots first. They're cheap. And you're kind of summoners reliant as well, right? That's a bad Q. Just need more patience. The bard portal is still up. I think the portal is placed a bit too early though. Oh, he started the dragon though. I don't think the dragon can finish. Needs 2 more auto attacks before it's like this lower auto attack. Yeah, so far it's quite classic. Decent bard gameplay, right? I think he placed the portal too early, and I think he panic queued. He just needed more patience, to be honest.
I love just watching that matchup as well. It's so incredibly Season 1 versus Season 14. Reckless, Taunted, Hansama.
I don't think Hansama has the damage. Will he get Q up? Oh, he does. Holy. Well done. Like, that's awesome, but it doesn't really do anything. Reckless doesn't fall behind from this kill. And it's not like Galio can use that gold very efficiently. But yeah, take a look at how he uses the portal and Q here, right? He auto attack, which is correct. Then he also just double W's, which is, I think is just always a waste. Then he should look to portal away instead of in like towards the Diana, because this just gives them more exit tunes. I think having the portal towards the left here is so much better. He gets to live and he can rotate around and actually do another Q if he feels he finds him safe enough for that. I don't like going bone plating on bot. Bone plating on ranged champions kinda suck, because whoever procs the bone plating is who will do reduced damage. So in this instance, right, Galio might E in, and then that procs bone plating, which then means Sixta still does full damage on the bot. It makes no sense to go bone plating. I don't think you ever really get proper value from it. The wasted movement speed. I want to use the W's on my allies for the movement speed, because it heals himself 20. Like 2 W's doesn't even save him from 1 auto attack, right? So it doesn't do anything. Way better to proc it on a teammate to get Guardian out faster, and to get movement speed to get your teammates faster close to you. No, all kills is on Galio, dude. It's horrible. He has a very early log get, but again, I don't feel like that's gonna 1v9 for them. They don't have the damage to do this. It has nothing to do with the wave. Siva was already tanking it, right? There's just no way to do that dive. They don't have the damage. Oh, he went with symbiotic boots. For me, I dislike any items that give a lot of out-of-combat movement speed on boots and runes. I really dislike it because you get so much out-of-combat movement speed from your chimes. Dead Man's Blade is not even built for the movement speed either. It's built for the damage and the speed reduction and how efficient it actually is for the gold it costs. You could completely remove the 20 movement speed and it would still be good. So, I think it's a bit weird going symbiotics. I think when you go the utility build, which I assume he's doing, I assume he's buying Locket right now, then I think Ionians is just way better. I don't think symbiotic boots does anything for him whatsoever. Because you don't want to recall that often anyways.
Don't play on a bard, clearly. Oh, he cheated, he got it from a lane minion. He soaked some XP there. But level 5 now. Reckless in trouble.
Reckless. He's been solo killed once this game, and Caps looking.
Great flash.
Take out his old lady carry, won't quite find it. His owner knocked.
Vega is completely lost on the map here, by the way. He's been pathing back and front down here in River, between mid lane and bot lane, not being able to make a decision where he needs to be. He's way too indecisive, which has made it so he didn't really end up being anywhere. The classic Bard portal. This is why we play Bard not with Smartcast on, so we can actually aim the portal so we don't do these portals. I think we have all been there.
Okay.
Happens to the best of us.
It really does. It really does. Literally the best of us. He's the GOAT.
Yeah.
If that doesn't prove it happens to the best of us, I don't know what.
I mean, I've never seen Carrier do that, but you know, it is what it is.
Oh, phenomenal. Okay, G2 though. Feeling pretty good in this game. Over 1,000 gold up. Feels like they've got the pressure right now. Faker's moving over. Hansama, again with that level advantage.
I would love to see how little bone playing has done.
The 1v1. Reckless a little bit too far up the lane. Doesn't have the flash available. And you're just not winning that 1v1 as Siva Caps takes down his own.
I don't know why he's placed in a 1v1 lane against Trundle.
Not working for T1. They are trying to fight these grubs though.
Siva should be mid lane, right? And one of the people with TP should be bot lane.
Still has that locket and just set up with a knockup. He goes down in the end. It's a shutdown into Guma's pocket. They're chasing Skumon as well. Owner gets out with his life. Doran dodging, ducking, dipping, diving. Broken Blade finds one, but it's in trade.
Good portal here.
So much for T1.
The owner should not take the portal.
Labrov trying to get away. Faker still not level 6.
He should be more patient with his Q. He's queuing only for slows. He never waits for them to be closer to minions and towers. He should always place his ult on the tower here, because whether 6 flashes or not, ulting the tower means that Yone can just go under the turret, right, and kill the 6. Ulting for 6 here makes no sense. Yeah, it's Locket he's building. Nothing wrong with building Locket. As I said, Locket Redemption is probably the best build you can do in pro play. Because it's bad and boring in solo queue, Time Wanderer. But in pro play it's completely different. In pro play you have way less gold, and you want to go for the most consistent builds that are good whether you're ahead or behind. Locket Redemption is good no matter what situation you find yourself in, where when you're building tank you need to always be ahead, because if you're building tank and fall behind you're never gonna be tanky, so your items don't do anything for your team or for yourself then.
Gonna try and get that attack speed going. He's just gonna survive it. He's not even lost HP under the tower. He's literally full health.
There's no mechanics in flank either. You're both talking about champions that have very low mechanical aspects.
Not actually take aftershock, because with the passive and the aftershock, he got so much resist.
Assume he gets Redemption now. That would be my assumption. I think Redemption is really good into this entire game here, because it's just a big ass fucking AoE cluster fight.
Saw that in the last one. Really impact. Heralds already. T1's just going to move to this Herald. Don't think any contesters coming through. We can see resets from Skewmon and Caps. Blazing King picked up by Skewmon. Going to be pretty strong there. And, you know, to no surprise, Caps has got the Ravenous Hydra. He's going damage. Yeah.
I mean, you got it. Yeah. You just got it. I think it's a show match at the end of the day. Why would you
Double Longer is just the most consistent.
Caps now in trouble. Faker with the magical journey to move him, Doran, and Reckless up. Slingshot.
Always auto attack before you Q to increase the accuracy. So, always auto attack into Q. Don't Q at the start of a fight like that.
Will satchel away. Oh, actually, commitment from Ona. Broken Blade is waiting at the other end, though. Ona dodges some of the damage from the Moonfall, but he will fall himself shut.
But not too much to come from Lathyrus, though. Oh, that was
always auto attack before you Q or ult for anything.
Broken Blade's just gonna chase him, and Lathyrus somehow still walking away with his life.
It never makes sense to just do these spells if you're in auto attack range.
How did they get away with this ambassador?
He went for Celestial Opposition. I guess he wants it so he can face take things. I think Slay is better when you're doing this build, but who knows.
Absolute ridiculousness later on.
Yeah.
I assume the Ruby Crystal buys into Redemption. He's making a few mistakes like not auto-attacking before queuing, ulting when it's not necessary, Eing in different ways, right?
But Guma's getting some damage out. Hans Sama trying to buy space for Skewmon.
Like, again here, right, his portal is too early. He ends up placing portal for his enemy team rather for himself.
Sama is down, and Skewmon doesn't have the damage. Stuck over the wall.
He has Bard ult, which should be used. Yep. Good.
The tempered fate sets it up, and Reckless looks for the damage. Skewmon down.
Huge cleanup there from T1.
Galio is also doing the redemption, but it's just a classic, right? It's just such a classic, good build, no matter what you're behind or ahead. Right? It's always good, no matter what. I feel like the Faker is playing too much around Sivir, like constantly hovering around Sivir. Again here, right, if you want to run down the Yasuo, it's way better for them to just ult the tower instead of trying to ult the Yasuo, because there's not gonna be any insane follow-up on this, because instantly after the ult times out, Yasuo is gonna win wall whatever comes thrown out from Bard or Sejuani, right? Meaning, and Saber for that, meaning that it's better to ult the tower and just have an extended chase down where there's nowhere he's safe, because they can run him down easily. Just need to make sure that he doesn't end up taking too much damage while they're doing it right.
He finds it. G2 committing 4 members to the top side now.
It's just a lot of fighting, and then
Caps' recall is denied. Ona looking for the 1v1 as the TP comes in. Faker arrives. Caps
should start with the W instead of the auto attack to proc the Guardian instantly on Ona, right? To make sure it's not a 1-for-1 trade or anything.
It is going to be a Chemtech Soul, so I mean there's a decent amount of healing on these teams, but not the highest value.
Galio has just fallen off already by a lot, right? It's impossible to play Galio at this point, unless his team is super fed, and since he got all the kills, his team is not fed, so now he can't play. Bard should look to ult Diana here, or the 6, and go on them. He wants to engage on them or to to deny them entrance, or it's a good exhaust on the Diana. The ult is quite good here as well. Q is a bit hard to blend here. I think I would play it a bit differently. I would have done these things a lot faster, and I would have not placed myself ever in the Baron pit like he did. Because him getting Diana ulted actually made this super dicey and super scary. But it's fine.
A little bit hectic, make it work, get some kills, and now looking to take a tier 2 mid. Starting to get a bit of a lead. Red Bull Baron power play come in. 3,000 gold already, 3,700 from this, and this could be.
At this point, I don't see a way. Like, Bard is just so much better than Galio at this point in the game. But like the mistake he's doing here is he enters the Baron, and like you see here, he always should just stay right next to this wall, so he can look to ult whoever Diana ults, because Yasuo is gonna follow up on that, and then 6 is gonna ult it. So if Bard can get a proper ult off here, he's stopping all damage whatsoever, and then they can re-engage after that, right? But if Bard ends up getting ulted, he can't use his own abilities and it becomes very, very dicey. Luckily, only Faker actually ends up being caught out here with Ambessa, so it's not the worst. But it's still kind of scary because of kind of poor positioning from the Bard. He needed to position differently, right? Then I would personally have positioned myself further up in the wall here, so I could hit the Q on 2 of them or 1 of them on the wall here as they leave.
A lot of damage, a lot of AoE, and we see Caps tries to kill the Baron, but you know we just see Doran pick it up with a smite.
Redemption coming out from Faker? No, he didn't want to use this redemption, I guess. Not sure why he didn't use his redemption, but nonetheless.
That's 4 kills on the Bard as Reckless is chasing for Caps here. Tempered Fate will disable the tower, but not going to be enough.
Yeah, I know it's a fun match, but these players have to play together beyond this. And Faker taking all the kills, there might be some
That's a fun play. He doesn't really have ult, so they can't really go for an extended play here. The redemption here is weird, the locket here is weird. I feel like he's just wasting cooldowns now. The Doran just... No, he's fine actually. He had his own locket as well. Double locket on that team.
He is pretty tanky.
So Poppy is actually quite decent into Bard, right? Because her W stops Bard portal, and her E, obviously, whenever Bard wants a portal, he would place himself next to a wall. So, quite like, I think Poppy is good into Bard. I do think the Maokai matchup is better. Like, Maokai into Bard is a bit better if you're looking for counters to Bard. But Poppy is really strong and just a very good champion right now, so definitely a good way to play it. It's always super fun. He's going Mandate now, I think, with the Bend Glass Mirror. I think Mandate is fine here. Like, it's just a full-on utility build. I don't think there's anything wrong with what he's doing. I don't like the build per se, but I don't think it's bad. I'm fairly sure you could actually replace Static Shift with Mandate and have the exact same success as you have with Static Shift. Like, that wouldn't surprise me at all. I dislike the stats on Mandate compared to Static Shift, and you don't get the exact same, like, opportunities with the 1v1s and all that. But if we look at a pure 2v, like 5v5, then I think Mandate is just better. Not a Mandate pen ever since they removed the movement speed from it. Wait, they removed all movement speed from Mandate? Oh, they did. Yeah, actually, then I don't like Mandate at all. You're completely right. Then I don't really like Mandate either. It's pure damage now. There's no utility in it. I never knew they removed all movement speed like that. Game has slowed down quite a lot here.
Gumi, you see in the 1v1 against Caps Season 1 versus Season 14. Caps trying to get the sustain.
Looks like Gumi Ambassador just wins this.
Or is he? The sustain comes back up through. Reckless has arrived. Faker has arrived. Caps just
I feel like Faker should use his redemption a lot more on high range.
He's chased down by hundreds of players, and in the meantime, the rest of G2
they're just doing Baron now, yeah. It's a weird flash from Caps. Very weird flash. It's a 50-50 no matter what, right? Should use a redemption just for vision now. Ooh. I don't know why Faker is sitting on redemption for so long. He has so many uses. It's also 10% damage, right? 12% true damage. One very cool thing you can do with Bard that Faker doesn't realize here is redemption and ult has the exact same cooldown on it, or like how long it lasts. So the minute he hits this ult, right, he should instantly cast redemption because it's guaranteed to instantly heal Sejuani and it's guaranteed to do the damage on Diana and 6, I assume it is. Yeah, Diana and 6. So always want to, if you are going this build, that's one of the things that redemption is really great with, because you're guaranteed to hit the damage, you're guaranteed to hit the healing when you do it like that. Because you can see how he's using it way later now, right? And it doesn't even end up having any value, the exhaust comes in too late as well. the Q gets always auto attack before your Q. Always auto attack before your Q. If you can't hit your auto attack, I can guarantee you your Q is not gonna hit either, because people are gonna move away from you fast enough. The exhaust came late, the redemption came late, so many things. Then the Q here is bad because it's too early. Just auto attack first, right? That's a lot of like small things he's just not doing correct, but it's quite understandable as well, as I assume he does not have the most bar games under his belt. Oh, he bought a Aurelius instead of Mandate. I think that's even worse. I think Mandate is better than Aurelius. I really dislike Aurelius as an item. We already have Civ ult as well, right? So we already have that burst of movement speed. We don't need more movement speed. Face taking with W here is always good. That's good to see. He should just ult here, right? But he might just portal into. I like the ult into portal a lot more because it guarantees a stun. You can see how he's just doing it very backwards, right?
Can they kill him is the question. Reckless trying to get those autos out. The spell shield comes on through and Caps just can't get autos against the spell shield. It blocks the chomp. Very well played by the T1 bot lane, and Owner now in trouble. Is G2 trying to make a play on the opposite side of the map, but the CC is just too much for them. They don't seem to be able to turn it around. Handsammer slams down an Owner.
Owner played that quite well, actually.
His in goes Kumayuti, but he doesn't have the damage. Skumon somehow surviving.
Oh, the Q flash. The double stun. He has red buff, so he's doing quite a lot of damage. Is he gonna get a triple? Just needs to hit. Q. Yeah. Oh. And nice portal here as well. That's a really nice Q flash. The only thing like I'm sitting and thinking that's a bit of a shame is that he didn't use his Aurelius during that entire fight, right? That movement speed could have done a bit of difference for him to auto space the Yone, right? So that's a bit of a shame, but he hit the Q flash, he had the right target selection and all that, right? So all of that was great. Really should have gone Mandate. Mandate wouldn't have done any difference here because Mandate does damage off of his teammates proccing the mark. If all his teammates are dead, then Mandate isn't doing anything right. The Aurelius would actually have done more with the movement speed, right?
Everyone on G2's low, but no one's going down yet. And it looks like G2 actually going to live and just take out Dart, and then Faker comes in with a flash. And he's just playing cleanup.
Gets the log and everything. It's just weird he didn't use Aurelius.
They have the damage to finish these kills. Broken Blade nearly flips it around.
All that time spent collecting meeps and not being in lane, that's what allowed that to happen.
Nice triple kill nonetheless though. Nice to see. Looks like he's having a lot of fun, which is awesome. Looks like he's actually having so much fun. That's what Bart does. Oh, he bought the dreaded control water item. Stat-wise, it's very cheap, and if he assumes the game is over very soon, it's probably the best. It's probably the best power spark item he can buy, but I hate that item. The more of the map they control, the control lords also have less and less value, right? Because it's not like he's gonna control lord that base, and they have control over the entirety of their jungle. There's nowhere to place a control lord that's gonna give them any type of benefits. Which you can see in the sense that he has 3 control lords, and he's not placing them, because he knows that there's nowhere he can place the control lords. So he just holds them or what?
Everyone else has been just fighting the whole game. Reckless has just been like, he's the Teletubbies Nunu, you know? He's just charging around, sucking up the farm around the map.
Well, here's good.
And Caps, for the 10th time this game, will be found in the side lane and will be taken out.
Just starting to pick up these kills. They know they have the damage now. Reckless can start pushing in this top tower. G2 need to move Skumon over if they want to come.
Need control order. I guess this for the vision.
She can clear the wave out pretty well.
Owner taunted. I think we might be looking at potentially the end of the game if T1 feel like
but
push for more
it's close. Didn't center it. Portal is good for Sejuani. A good redemption this time around.
But Guma survives, he gets out, the inhibitor is taken, and Reckless will walk free as well.
There's not really anything else for him to buy. I don't really like the Celestial. I don't think it's giving him any value. I think Slayer would be better with this build, right? Getting that burst of movement speed for you and someone else, and a bit of healing, right? Just does way more. Bardoll is not quite up yet. Redemption is not quite up yet. His Bardoll is gonna come up very soon. Should be up now. Should look to ult the Yasuo here. Yeah. The aim is a bit bad, but like the way he's using it is correctly. Redemption is gonna be up very soon, so then he can just use that to reseed, but they might also just go for Baron.
they
Oh, it's
will
not quite up
back
yet,
on, but I think,
yeah.
well, I know, with Broken Blade dead, no smite.
Surely not. I mean, look, the script writers are not lazy. I'll give them that. Flip the script entirely. Another, I think the third Red Bull Baron power play of this game.
Yeah, and they look at initially for Handsome. He's pretty tanky. That extra gold, he's put to good use. But then, you know, it happened.
A Broken Blade flash ult did nothing.
Right?
What a
I love that
freaking
Lavrov
bomber,
tweeted
dude.
out as a follow-up. Like, he was like, "You've got this, buddy."
He did not have this.
He did not.
Super bomber.
Anyway, T1 unfortunately couldn't find any more than just Broken Blade, but you know what? With
I don't think there's a way for T1 to lose at this point, right? They have the better team comp when it comes to this late into the game. Let's see how it ends. One good... Please hit one good bard ult. We've not really hit any good bard ults yet.
Untara was the problem.
Good bard ult into redemption combo.
Put this on him.
Maybe Timo.
And once again, I like the idea, it's just not good. Redemption is fine here. There's no exhaust. Needs to position him further up because of the wind wall. I would like to see him position over to the left instead of the right though, because he gets to hit both sides then. He's good in solo queue, that's all I know. Time on round. Not bad though. GG to T1. Vega looked like he had a lot of fun with Bard. It was cool to see the triple kill. And he did get to do a Q flash. Yeah, that was fun to watch. That was very fun to watch. I really have to pee though.